What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be going over the top 10 Eagles right now in Madden 23. Now, I'm not going to be counting guys to get all team chems. There's going to be guys that are basically Eagles, like actual Eagles, except for one guy because he doesn't actually get team chems. All team chems, you probably know what I'm talking about. But let's go into this list. I'm basing this pretty much off of just, I've used pretty much all the cards, so just how good they are, what discounts do they get. How different are they than other cards there? For example, like quarterback, we have a lot of quarterbacks. So how do we differentiate, like, how much better another guy is from another guy from his abilities and just play on the field? If that position is loaded with a lot of the same talent and abilities, then it kind of degrades how some of the other players are. So guys, for example, I'm just going to say right now, like Slay, Jalen Mills won't be on the list just because, they all get the same abilities and they all play really good. So enough of that now. Let's go ahead and get into the list. Starting the list off at number 10, we got Jordan Hicks. Now, this is for the guys that actually like to use linebackers. I would highly recommend Jordan Hicks. This guy is a playmaker, not only if you're using him or using him right, but also if you're just letting him roam. He makes a lot of good tackles, and he gets decent AP. Obviously, we only got 6 AP now, but the original AP I used to use on him was Lurker and Tackle Supreme, and that man was like prime Patrick Willis with that. Now I can't rock the Tackle Supreme because of the new AP system, but he still makes a lot of tackles and he plays really good for me. Number 9, we got Reggie White. Now Reggie White actually gets some of the literally the best discounts in the game. He gets 2 0 AP slots, Edge Threat Elite, and no outsiders, which is a pretty nasty, combination. He's only a 9 though, just because I feel like there's way better people. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a really solid card, but he's really honestly on here because of the AP. Now, he does play good on the field, but I don't know. I just feel like there's, I got better guys. I got 8 other guys that I feel like are just better than him on the team. Number 8, we got Donovan McNabb. Now, it's really hard for me to, rank the quarterbacks and the cornerbacks because we just have so many of them. So, if you guys want me to do a separate video where I just kind of rank those positions for the Eagles team, I could literally do that because there's just too many. It's hard to differentiate. I can't say the word, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It's hard to separate them because they all get very similar abilities and they're all very good. But I could definitely say McNabb is over all the other quarterbacks just because he truly does get the cheapest AP out of them. Now, if you like Generic 3, you're going to like McNabb. If you don't like Generic 3, then you're not going to like him. Number 7, we got Harold Carmichael. Now, I'll just tell you this right now. This guy is never going to leave my field. 6'8", his stats are just really good. He's an easy target on the field. At 6'8", you got to, I'm not a guy that's going to sit there and throw ags. Obviously, if you're going to throw ags, that's probably why you like this card. I like the guy because he's just an easy target window. You can't really miss him. You can throw a lot of high balls, And I'm not talking about ag catching. I'm just talking about, let's say you're trying to high ball a corner out and get this thing over the DB and just get him in position to get his feet in bounds. It's just an easy target. You know what I mean? And he gets a really good AP combo. Now, he's also a guy who's hard to separate from the other receivers because they all get really good AP. But I could do it with him because he's just so damn big. Number 6, we got Asante Samuel. Now, I could definitely say Asante Samuel, I think, is one of the best corners on the Eagles team. Only being 5'10", the guy goes out there. He can cover anybody and everybody. And one of the things I actually like about this card the most, and I actually want to see this, his tackling. It's insane to me. He only has 75 tackle, 80 hit power. I don't know what it is about this guy, though. He can tackle. He can make tackles. I don't know what it is. It's weird to see that his tackling is that low because I've never looked at it, but that's the thing I like about his card the most is that he brings the guy down. Number 5, we got Troy Vincent. Now, this is our last DB on the list. And honestly, the only reason I put Troy V, look, he gets the same AP as everybody else. He plays really good. I actually use him at safety, and that's kind of what that brings me to. He gets out of position free safety cam, which makes him a lot more versatile than a lot of the cornerbacks, even though you could just put them at safety if you want to, which is what I did with Jalen Mills, and which is what I would have did with Troy Vincent regardless. But for some of you guys that might be running a tight 50 out of 50 team and want to put him at safety, and you need that cam in order to keep 50 out of 50, you can do that with Troy Vincent. So it makes him a little bit more versatile, and he plays very good at safety. I've actually never used him at corner, but I'm sure he's great, but he's very good at safety. Number 4, we got Haloti Ngata. Now, Haloti Ngata is literally a must-have for the Eagles team. That 1, he gets 0 AP inside stuff, which is huge. 2, he's 6'4", 340, and this guy gets off a block. I mean, he's literally, one of the best tackles for the team. I would say, actually, D-tackle-wise, just overall, Jalen Carter is the best, but You know, depending on what AP you want to run, I don't know if you're going to want to use him. Haloti Nada, though, he's just a guy, man. Like, you just got to have him out there. And number 3, we got Keith Byers. That is right. Keith Byers is still out here, and he is still making plays. I don't even remember when this card came out, but all I know is I'm still using him to this day, and he's just really good, man. I don't know what to tell you. He's got one of the best juke animations in the game. He's got a great spin animation. He breaks lots of tackles. He can truck people. He can stiff arm. I mean, there's really nothing the man can't do. He can also catch passes. I mean, he's just too damn good. I would love to see a Keith Byers upgrade. Like, an Ultimate Legend Keith Byers that comes with the X Factor to start the game would just, I ain't gonna lie, it would break the game. And number 2, I gotta go with Asante Reddick, man. I gotta go with Asante Reddick. Even after the 6 AP update, the 0 AP ability I run on him is unpredictable, and it does work. Now, maybe I'm a little biased because the way I run my defense is, you know, Asante Reddick is coming in free a lot of the time, so I just need a guy that's fast, that's going to get to the quarterback, and he could do that. But even when I'm not having him just fly off and come in free, you know, he still gets to the quarterback with just unpredictable. Like, he's just really good. I don't know what to tell you. I've used him most of the year, and I can vouch that all of his cards have been very good. And I'm sure in Madden 24, he's definitely going to start off with probably a very high overall card, so I can't imagine, like, just in the beginning of the year, just having a god like Asante Reddick. Because remember his core elite to start the year this year was only like an 80, and he was still getting to the quarterback. So Asante Reddick, I feel like, is definitely a must-have. Him and Reggie White, I feel like, damn near have to be your edge threat duo, unless you want to get the Maniac and you run his X Factor. But if we're talking like just straight up Eagles, those are definitely the boys. Number 1, I gotta go with Travis Kelce. Now, Travis Kelce was the guy I was talking about at the beginning of the video when I was like, all right, I'm not gonna put guys on here that gonna get all team chems, but I will put a guy that's not actually an Eagle that gets Eagles chem. Travis Kelce, 0 AP route tech. If you're a guy that runs like a heavy tight end scheme like me, must have. I mean, he just gets open. He makes the catches. He's nice after the catch because he's fast. Obviously, his one downside is he's not the best at run blocking, but as a pass catcher and a playmaker, he's going to make all the plays. And like I said, he gets a route tech for 0 AP, which is huge.